Yeah, and see, that's so that's the tricky part for us. So like, if you do have that person that never can recognize your gift, is what I'm gonna call it, or your being, then that's why, like you said, I try to be me as early as possible, so that way I'm not trying to move you out of my life. The thing is, if we don't got the same things going on, I'm not gonna be connected to you anyway. Like the people that I talk to all the time, and again, this is the reason why it's so puzzling to me why I would be so resistant to just be me 100%, because the people who are with me are the people who are with me. They didn't like, yo, I'm gonna tell you one thing that happened. I went to it was earlier this summer, I believe. I got asked to go speak at an event for, the Dunbar Pyramid, and it was to give an award. I mean, it was to recognize all the high standing teachers and administrative staff at that pyramid in Dunbar Fort Worth Independent School District. And I remember when I got asked to do it, he's a keynote speaker, and my mind was kind of like blown. So now when I say that, it nothing but limitations started to come over me. Like, oh, they're gonna think this about me. Look at how I look. It was just all these different things that started to become mental blocks. And then I reached out to my friend and I was like, man, you got me doing this keynote speaking thing. You sure? Like me? Like, look at me, look at me. This is me, dog. You know what I'm saying? And he said to me in my message, like, bro, what you talking about? You're the person that told me to be me unapologetically. You're the person that told me, and then it hit me. I was like, dang. He said, dog, all I want you to do is go up there and be you. And then I thought to myself, like, dang, it's crazy that I started to feel like I had to be somebody completely different to go do something that somebody already chose me because of me to go and do. And again, that's how we are. That's how we move. And aside from the keynote speaking engagement, like being a coach, I have all these people looking at me every week. How is this person interacting with my kid? And now again, on the surface level of it, is like I don't do anything wrong to kids. I don't never try to hurt anybody. All I do is try to motivate people in my life. But then I feel like if I say this, they're gonna be like, But no, they got me there because they hear how loud I am. They hear how I encourage. They hear how these things, but I cannot see that because of the wall that we continue to put up in front of ourselves. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. And man, that's so true. And I love how you said that because, yeah, whenever we do get opportunities, sometimes we think we got to change everything. Oh, I gotta figure out how to do this. I gotta be the best at this. I gotta do this. And it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got the opportunity for you. Like how you are right now is perfect. Like you are you. And yeah, I did need to hear that. So appreciate that. And yeah, I think that's part of really just revealing what you kept hitting is just be you. Just like trust that that's enough. And let's say it's not enough. Let's say people don't like you or whatever. It's cool because now you don't have to, I don't want to say necessarily waste time over there, but you can move on to the people who would appreciate you for who you are.
And to your point, bro, like that, I want to just touch on the not enough. There is a such thing as not enough, but that's only based off of you. Like we know what we want. Again, when we talk about me going to go speak, I was saying it was not enough because I was trying to base it off of something fictitious that I don't know that people want. Like I don't know what they want, so it's always going to not be enough because now I can reach and grab for any million different things and be like, okay, I don't know this enough. I don't know this enough. It's the same thing about real estate. Like I've been doing videos to give people information, but in the process of me trying to do videos, I'm thinking like, okay, well, what do these people need to know? What do these people know? Instead of just saying what I know. And so the thing is, when I start talking about what's not enough, it's like whenever I've done something and I still have more to say. Well, that wasn't enough. I know that I have more to give. It's not based off what I think people need to receive. It's just about what did you want to give? How much of myself do I want to give? How much do I feel like can be helpful? How much can I give to people to help uplift them if that's what I want to do? And if I don't feel like I've done enough, not based off of what somebody's told me or what I think somebody needs, then I haven't done enough. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. And when you said like this fictitious thing that people want, it made me think of when we start comparing ourselves to people. We like, oh, they want this type of personality. They want this person like this because this person over here big. But what's funny is we can draw inspiration from opposing messages. And I just want to give an example. Like, so
Real
there's a
talk.
guy named David Goggins. Some of y'all probably heard of him. He's like this extreme workout person. Like I think he was an ex maybe SEAL or something, Navy SEALs. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what part of branch of the government he was in, but like he's always pushing himself. Like he might run 21 miles a day or something, like it's nothing. And all his videos are like, you got to do this. Stop being soft. Just do it. Like and it's funny. I'd even send it to you, Troy, as a
Yeah.
joke. But then since me and you've been running, some of it's like, yeah, man, he's right. Yeah, push yourself, but just do a little more. And then, but on the flip side, like my message is yes, push yourself, but just keep it easy. Like if you want to do 100 push-ups a day, start doing 3 push-ups a day, and it's gonna get so easy that now you can do 5 push-ups a day. It's gonna get so easy. So it's still about progress, but it's two opposing. One is like go as hard as you can, kill yourself. The other one is like nah, just be gentle. But you can still get something from everything, and it's room for the same audience to enjoy the same opposing views. If that makes sense.
No, 100. So number one, I'm gonna shout out to you too, because again, I just want to highlight how not giving ourselves the right kind of credit also is a hindrance. Like we have to be able to celebrate ourselves in a way, because if we don't celebrate ourselves, then we're cheating the world too. And so the reason why I say shout out to you is because in the spirit of talking about running, like we've been training to run a 5K, right? And then Jay Clay came onto our private post this past week in a calm and cool, collective way. Now, I know him, so I know when he's happy or he's crunk about something because I've seen him, right? And so he was like, "Yeah, man, I ran 4 miles, 4.09." And again, in my mind, I'm blown away. I'm like, "You ran 4 miles without stopping, bro? That's crazy." I'm like literally tripping, but I could tell that it didn't appear to me that he was giving himself credit, like when you wrote a tight song and you be like, man, this mug go. I know it go hard, right? And so I came back on to tell him like, dog, I don't. You got to know what you did. Then not only that, because you've done it. Number one, I'm inspired anyway. But if he had come on, I probably would have been even more fired up because it's like we've accomplished the goal. Like now, and that's the beauty of it, right? Your achievements, and I'm not talking about just Jay Clay, I'm talking about all of us. Meaning when we get to be ourselves, do what we want to, and then we're happy about it, they become everybody's achievement. It's everybody is happy. Everybody got that. And so I thought to myself, like, dang, we did that mug. And even though I didn't do it, and I came and I said, man, I'm inspired by you. I don't know what that means for me today, but tight, right? And so what that makes me, I guess the point I'm making is we have to own these things too. We have to celebrate these things. Like, and again, I think about a grand reveal, right? Whenever we had the gender reveal for my baby, like for Brody and for TJ, we wanted to be as loud as possible. Like, and what I mean by that is not necessarily screaming, but we had a party. We made it like a game. We invited everybody, and the reason why is because those successes, but it have to be a success for us first. Those successes have to be loud. They have to be eh, they have to be grand in my opinion anyway. And to me that's about you celebrating and giving yourself the correct amount of adulation and credit that you deserve, because that's when we stop hiding things. When you can be celebrate when you, first of all, when you can celebrate yourself, other people will celebrate you. You will be less likely to hold anything in the dark. And shouts out to my cousin Timo. He said, "Sub
There you
fam,
go.
Troy, and what's good, Jay Clay? Hey man, appreciate you joining us today, man."